Hello, Gemini. It's Josie, and welcome to my channel. These are your messages for December 2018. Bear with me. The camera does what it wants to do. Let's all just come to terms with that, right? Alrighty, Geminis, what is going on? Something about Saturday, so pay attention to the Saturdays in this month, okay? Saturdays are ruled by Saturn. Gemini, you are moving onto smoother waters from choppy waters, and you got a new beginning. So some of you are actually moving like to another state, to another city. This is not a local move, okay? Some of y'all are like, you have a new start either with your job or just with somebody else, and you are moving, okay? You may be even moving to another country, who knows? There is strength that is required for this situation per the process, but in the end, everything is going to work out just fine. It's just going to be a little crazy during this move, dealing with all the planning and things like that, especially since it's, it may be starting right now and it may not be done until January, okay? All of the paperwork and things like that go into moving. Some of you Geminis are embarking on independence. So you may be breaking up with somebody, or you may have a child that's a Gemini that is leaving the house because they're grown, right? Some of you Geminis are reaping what you have sown, whether that be good or bad to you, your perspective. I just know that there is a harvest aspect here, and that may be why some of you have to have strength, because you're definitely coming full circle in some part of your life. Some of you have a new perspective and you're able to see the forest from the trees, meaning you're able to see the big picture when before you might not have been able to see past maybe your desires or what was right in front of you, okay? So that is going on too. Some of you may either work with some kind of animal foundation, or you may be adopting a pet of some sort. Buying, adopting, acquiring some kind of domestic pet, right? There we go. All right, so for some of you Gemini, you are definitely dealing with some kind of habit that needs to be kicked, either from you or someone close to you. They need to kick the habit. They're going within, they're trying, but you know how it is when you try. Sometimes trying is not enough. You really got to show up and show out if you really want to make change, because some people get caught up in saying that they're trying and saying, they like to give you this laundry list of all the stuff that they're doing, but their heart is not actually in it. Their intention is misplaced, okay? That's why the Hermit came up with the Devil card, because when you're dealing with the Devil card, you got to check the intentions, check the motives, right? So even though someone may be trying to be better, it may only be to please somebody else, not because they actually want to. So watch out for that. That could be you or somebody else in your life. You've got the Sun card next, Gemini. So some of you may have a career field in creative writing, right? Or child care, like child care provider, things like that, nanny, stuff like that. Those two fields will be lucrative for you in 2019. Creative writing and whoever's into like child care and whatnot. There's also an aspect of horticulture here too. Something that's either botany. It has something to do with gardening and growing, okay? There's an connection to that as well. So if you, beautiful Mercury retrograde. Okay, if you were thinking about any of those areas, then that's a good way for you to go. Okay, it'll work out for you very well. Patience is a virtue. Some of you Geminis are on the verge of fighting somebody. I don't know if you're dealing with family during the holidays, but I feel this energy like you want to take it past talking. Like you are done talking and you are ready to just, you know, slap somebody. I feel that energy. I don't know who did what to you, but your best bet is to take some steps back and just separate yourself from the situation or the person. That way you don't make it worse than what it is. Okay? You know, it's only a temporary satisfaction when you decide to lash out in a physical way, because then you've got consequences to deal with. You know, and I know Gemini is used to getting away with stuff, but per the energy right now, not this time. Nope. Oh, yes. Okay, so you got the World card, Gemini, and then you've got the Hanged Man. That's all about having faith. That's all about your belief system, too. With these two together, it's like you have to believe that the world is in the palm of your hand in order to get what you want. So this is definitely some brain training. Listening to affirmations and changing the way that you speak about yourself and about your reality. Okay, so some of you may be getting into that, changing the way you think and speak, because you're fully aware that you are the creator now. Okay, and you're taking more control over your creation. Okay, there is some Geminis that are dealing with a level of vulnerability. Either you're apologizing to someone, someone is apologizing to you, someone may be just coming to tell you how they really feel. There's an era of that going on in December for you too. And that may be what's putting you in the Hanged Man position. Like, okay, let me think about this. Let me process this, because this was not, like, I didn't expect this, right? So that is also what's going on for you in December 2018. Some of y'all got kids that want video games for Christmas, and you're like, no, not because you can't afford it, but because the game is not appropriate for the child's age. So I hear you fussing about with a child that wants something that's not appropriate for its age. Okay? Again, have faith, Gemini. The have faith card came up and enlightenment came up. So check this out, Gemini. This is one of those situations where you may receive some information, but instead of replying right away, or instead of taking action per that information, you have to wait a little while, gain some perspective, process the information, and really make sure that you take the action that you need to take that's best for everybody. Because if you receive information and you just act on it right away, you're going to find out some things that you didn't know, and you're probably going to put yourself in a position where you feel like you did something wrong, or you feel like, you feel stupid, kind of, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Had I known this, I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So give yourself a little time before you take action, because there is some information coming toward you, Gemini, that you didn't have the awareness of. Okay? Some of you Geminis, if you are faced with the option to visit your mother, be with your mother, if you live away from them, take the option. Your mother needs to see you for whatever reason. And there's probably information that she wants to tell you that she would not tell you over the phone. There's some things, like if you have an opportunity to be around family or go on a family trip, even though it may annoy you, there's some information there. So take the trip, okay? Can't see. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of information themes with you Geminis. Can we find out about love for Geminis? The love. I'm seeing flowers. Somebody is either going to be a florist, or they're just studying flowers for some reason. All right, you got cycles, Gemini. You got Cancer, the nurturer. you've got take action, right? And then you've got Leo. So when it comes to love, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with any fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, right? What's happening here is, for some of you, especially the ones that I said that are walking away from something, you're ending a cycle, okay? But for either that same group, it could be for everybody, you're beginning a new cycle with somebody else, some other situation. For some of you Geminis, this Leo card represents you being like center stage in a situation, maybe at work, things like that. And that may be why, like, some of you are leaving someone, but you're deciding to be single because of your career. Like, you're not going through that, oh, I left this person and I'm getting with this person. Okay, so there's like a few different scenarios, okay? Woo! Some of you Geminis are, it's funny, I wanted to talk about love, but they're talking about y'all being on TV. You got a job like with media, like TV, television, something. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yes, yes. How about money, honey? Can we get something for Geminis in the money sector? How's Gemini's money looking in December? I hear the term hope floats. Okay? Hope floats. Meaning you may have a situation where people are not taking you seriously. You got the 5 of Swords. This is about money. You got the Hermit. You got the 9 of Wands. Okay. Oh yeah. Gemini, this is definitely some energy about people coming to you, acting like you owe them something or wanting something from you, and like putting a guilt trip on you, okay? And then you've also got some Geminis that you've gone through some negative financial experiences before, and what's happening now is you've learned to not give so freely, and you've learned to be more responsible with money. So you're having to, you know, piss a lot of people off by saying no, and that's totally okay. So you've got both ends of the spectrum, okay? Some of you have money and people want it, they think you owe them. You might owe them, you know. And some of you become more responsible for with money, and you're not giving it away freely. Okay, so you got the 8 of Wands, so you do have information coming to you about money quickly in December, out of nowhere probably. Some of you it's a bill, some of you it's money coming to you, okay? Y'all got me split. Yep. And a lot of you, the ones that are on the more, the less desirable side of the money situation, is because of who you were involved with. It's because there's a foundation that is being destroyed so that you can rebuild. So some Geminis are like starting over, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing wrong with that at all. Those are your messages, Gemini, for December 2018. I thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Josie. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a beautiful day.